Well, hello again. Welcome back to Reviews for You. This is Sean, and man, we've got an exciting episode for you this afternoon. We have ordered the Team Losi 1/16 scale mini Jrx two-wheel drive ready to run buggy, but we didn't order just one. We did order two of them. Losi had these buggies on sale this year for Christmas, and $99.99, just a great price, marked down from I think 160 or 170, somewhere in there. And for those of you who have been in RC for a long time, you remember back in the 80s, Losi produced this buggy in a 1/10 scale two-wheel drive buggy. It was kind of the buggy, I believe, that put Losi on the map, if you will, for competitive RC dirt track racing. So anyway, we ordered the blue and the red, and they came in just a couple days ago, and been looking forward to this unboxing. So without further ado, we're just going to start with this one down here on the bottom, and we'll look at these things and we'll give you guys an idea of what they come with. They came obviously boxed up really well. So let's see what we got. And I'll be honest with you, this is the first buggy that I've owned in I'm going to say nearly 20 years. And when I was younger, I was real big into RC, and just kind of found my way out of it. But here in the last few years, I've been deciding to get back into this thing. So here we are. We're going to open this box, and there it is. You can see it right here, packaged very well. It looks like we're opening up the blue one first. Let me turn this thing around. So man, here you go. Retro styling, ready to run, race inspired. The Losi Jrx2 Mini. Boy, doesn't that look good? 1/16 scale electric off-road retro racer. Precision steel ball bearings, 5-link suspension system, fiberglass chassis with 20-degree kick. It says efficient modern transmission, internally pressurized oil-filled shocks, real rubber off-road racing tires. Man, it's just ready to go right out of the box here. I remember these old buggies having the rear mounted motor, and if a lot of the new ones, the motor's mounted up here in the center. So I said this is the blue one, but it might be the red one. I really don't know which one it is. So we're gonna have to open this thing up to find out, and I'm already, here we go. Let's see what we got on the inside. It was the blue one. So here's how this thing is packaged. Let's see here what all we got. So it is truly ready to run. We've got our 4 AA batteries. Looks like our charger here, decal, full manual on how to run this thing. So here we go. This is the 1/16 scale, bigger than the 1/24 scale, obviously smaller than the 1/10 scale. Let's see if I can get this thing out of here without tearing everything up. I think we're going to take this out. All right. You guys will look at it here. It does look good. This is going to be a lot of fun. We're actually, after this unboxing video, if you guys will just hang tight, we're going to go out and we got a little track we're going to get together, and we're going to give you guys and show you how this thing runs on our track outside. Most of you have seen our videos, and we have a lot of, let's see, oh, this will make it a whole lot easier. We got a whole lot of rock crawler videos, because that's sort of what we just sort of got into. But man, I saw these buggies and it just come back to me. Now, my first, this is a Spectrum radio, and it's the SLT2. It does feel pretty lightweight. The turn feels pretty good. It's going to have your steering control, your throttle. Let's see. I believe this is your throttle limit. You got a 50, a 75, and 100 to reverse your steering. It does not look as if you could move your little wheel here to the other side. And I don't believe it come with a thumb control for one-hand control. But I'll tell you, my hand's not super big, and I could kind of drive it, although here I am talking about this buggy and I'm really thinking of rock crawling. I don't know that you would run this buggy with one hand, but it feels really good. So I am excited about to see how these little buggies are gonna run. Let me get this thing open down here on the back. I got my sheet metal clippers here that's just gonna help me out on this part a whole lot. All right, we're off and we're undone. All right, so I tell you what, this buggy feels great. It's got some weight to it. It's got some good feeling. However, well, this doesn't look good for Losi. All right, I noticed right here on the back, this little ball joint pin has popped off. It looks like possibly something is broke. So I will be reaching out to Losi on this. Yeah, this is not cool. Well, so for my first unboxing video of the blue, we've got a broke, I'm not real sure what you call that. I'm not a professional in any of this, but whatever the case, it's broke. So I'll be reaching out to Losi, and that's a real bummer. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go ahead and shut this one down. I do have the red one. We will open it up a little later and I'll get back to you. There'll be a conclusion to this video and we'll figure out what we got to do. I'll be reaching out to Losi and getting pictures of this and uploading it to our YouTube channel here shortly. So anyway, this is Sean with Reviews for You. And I will let you know how this turns out, because I'm really just really bummed out about this piece being broke off of it. All right, until next time. All right, well, after a pretty unsuccessful unboxing of the blue Losi, we're gonna go ahead and open the red one. I did reach out to Losi and Horizon Hobbies, and I've started the return process of the blue buggy, but I figured let's go ahead and look at the red one. Maybe we'll have better success. It's kind of a bummer. We were really hoping to drive these things before Christmas, but anyway, they acted like it would be no big deal. I submitted pictures and an email, sent it to them, and the return process has begun. I'm just waiting on a return, what's it called? You know, a packing slip to send it back. So anyway, you guys have already seen sort of how they come. This one's packaged the same way. Looks identical, although this one is supposed to be red, and it is red. So let's open this one up, and hopefully nothing will be broke on it. All right, same exact look. It's got the hex wrench, 4 AA batteries, charging cable. I'm not real sure what this little deal is right here. Figure that out a little bit later. Decals, everything looks the same as it did in the first unboxing, although, would you pull that out of the way for me? Although one thing, I went back and was watching that first video, and I did notice that that broken piece is actually laying right back there in the video. So, but it doesn't look to me that anything is broken on this one. So just like we did last time, let me cut this open, and like I said on the last video, Spectrum SLT2 radio feels pretty good. Car definitely feels good. Let's get these cut off. Pull this car out. There we go. And there we go. Much better. Nothing broke. Oil-filled shocks feel good and plush. It was actually on that drop on the blue one when I realized something was wrong. Little piece broken off of it. These shocks are metal, oil-filled. They feel very plush. Kind of feel a little loose there. Very loose, almost as if there's no oil at all in this one. Very springy. I'm not so sure about that. This one over here does feel like it has oil. This one though feels like there's no oil at all. Back shock feels very good. Back right, not the best either. Almost feels as if it doesn't have oil. So, you know, it's just kind of a sad thing. I've never, first Losi product I've ever owned right here was always a Kyosho or a Team Associated fan. Nothing against Losi. I've always wanted to own a Losi, but I just got to be honest with you. You know, having the first one come broken, and this one definitely having shocks with no oil in them is a little bit disheartening. Does have 4 body clips, which if you're like me, I'm not a huge fan of body clips, especially 4 of them. They are hard to get off, especially on these little models. They really are just hard to get to. So I'm using a little pair of pliers here. Got them all off. And so here we go. We're going to take the top off. And here we go. The heartbeat of all of it. This is, I believe, a graphite chassis. Supposed to have all steel ball bearings. It's reaction to 650 milliamp battery here. Supposed to be a real good battery. I did watch a video, and it seemed like they were about 35 to 40 minute run times. I love this setup of these old school, the old motor and transmission setup. Looks like it has different pre-settings for different size pinion gears, 17, 18, 19, where you just would set it, the motor, in one of those for the size pinion gear, I believe. It's got the Spectrum steering servo, not super fast, but probably plenty fast enough for what we're going to be doing. And yeah, I'm just not, I just feel like that, I know this shock has no oil in it. This one feels pretty good. No oil, just loose, just loose. So anyway, yeah, kind of a bummer. Probably reach out about that as well. Definitely not excited about any of that. Overall, I think it's still going to be a fun buggy. It's got an aluminum piece back here, motor protector. So anyway, there's our unboxing, and you guys can take it for what it's worth. This is a, can I see that box, the main box that it came in? If you look right here, it talks about when it was released, and I thought it might give a date, but it doesn't, not even on here. But this was a re-release of the original to come out, I believe, back in the 80s in a 1/16 scale version. So anyway, we're gonna put this thing on the charger and drive it around, even with the few problems that I'm seeing here. The no oil in that shock, and very little oil in this shock. This one, back right feels good, back left is a little loose. Front left is okay, front right, nothing there. So we're gonna get this thing charged up, and we'll get it out there on a little track and let you guys see how it runs. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. All right, well, we're about to give this thing a try here. We actually went out in the field and was in the process of building a little track, and I blew one of the hydraulic lines on my tractor. So anyway, we shoveled dirt in 5-gallon buckets and sort of made a little oval track, put one jump in it. So we're about to get this thing together and head down there and show you guys just sort of how it runs in the dirt. Green light, fully charged. There it is. All right, here we are. Makeshift, just a simple little oval track here. Do have a little jump right here in the middle. Nothing's really hard to see on this video, but right there, we're just gonna make a circle, oval. We will add to this thing as time goes on. So here it is. I have not even, it hasn't been driven at all. So I'm gonna hand the phone over to Nathan and see what we got. Nathan, we're gonna start with the throttle on 50%. This is 50%. Steering, everything is set like I think I like it. Let's see what we got. 50% be great for a beginner, just to get their feet wet on how to drive. Not going to get much spin out. Definitely would be great for a little indoor course. Got a little air on the jump there. 50%. I'm gonna jump it up to 75 on this next. We'll see how this goes. All right. All right, we're gonna bump it up to 75%. Here we go. Oh yeah, a little bit more. Definitely a little bit more. This is the first two-wheel drive buggy that I have driven in, I'm gonna say, I don't know, 15 to 20 years. So, good little jumper. This is the brushed motor, so it's definitely not the brushless. I do believe they make a brushless kit, but for a track this size, a little oval track, this is pretty good. About to go up to 100% and see if I can still control one of these at 100%. All right, bumping it up to 100%. Here we go. Oh! All right, right off the bat. Wreck. A lot difference in the takeoff. You definitely in the dirt won't just open it up wide open, or you will. The rear end will get a little twisty. Plenty power, plenty speed for this little area. Little chassis slap, as we called it back in the day. I tell you, it's a shame that the blue one was broke when we opened it. All right, I'm letting Nathan drive it. Now, Nathan, it's in 100%. Go ahead and drop it down to maybe 75 till you get your bearings. It does not drive like a four-wheel drive buggy or a rock crawler. You want to turn proportional. There you go. Never take your hands. One thing I remember back when we used to race these is the guy that was kind of helping me, he told me never take your hand off of that wheel. You control it the whole time. Anyway, they're going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get that blue one fixed here before long, and I can tell you we're going to have a good time down here with these little buggies. It's just a great time. Well, this is Sean with reviews for you. I can't say that I'm just super impressed with the way it went. I really am disheartened that we received the first buggy was broke, and second buggy not having oil in one of the shocks, but I am happy with the buggy. It looks great. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. We're going to get some shock oil ordered and get oil in these shocks. We'll have another buggy here before long, and give you guys some videos of us out here racing. Going to add on to this track, give us just a little more room here. But anyway, this is the Losi Jrx2 remake of the original Losi Jr. from way back in the 80s. And you guys give me a like or a comment, or maybe ask a question. I'll do the best I can to answer it for you. Until next time, have a good time, enjoy the cool weather, and Merry Christmas to every one of you. See you later.